What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4. Today, we have to locate Dr. Amari, right? No, Dr. Lee. Oh, it's a different person. I thought this was Amari. But, yeah, we have to locate her, and I've been doing a lot of side missions between episodes. I got this new never-ending SMG, which I don't ever have to reload. Ignore that.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Head up onto
I don't
the
need no
platform
tests.
and we'll see if
I
I can
believe
find
in
a
my
signal
machines.
to lock onto. You wanted to get into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything
Refrain
looks
from
green.
opening fire
Let
inside
me
the
start
Institute.
scanning for the signal.
It could jeopardize
Cross
our
your
entire
fingers.
mission.
I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of
Sorry
a
if
lot
you
of
guys can hear me
interference and
breathing.
ghosting. It's gonna take a minute
help
or
it.
two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch.
Come on.
Transmitting in
Your
3,
assignment,
2,
soldier. Move
1.
out.
Stay safe, soldier.
Oh! Oh my god. We're in, boys. We're in. Sorry for the loud sound. Let me cut that down. All right, we're in. It's time to find the serum, terminals, and Dr. Lee. Let's see if they have anything around here. Cause your boy's about to be looting. Tell me I didn't empty my inventory. Dang it.
Hello.
Hello.
I
there.
wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Oh, that's cool.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Oh, really?
Welcome to the Institute.
Oh my god. I'm about to let it rip.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades
place
of
is
research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable.
Very.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here
Ooh,
for your son.
that's right. No way, is that him? That can't be. spanner, tweezers, ear examiner, all this techno stuff. Requires a key. 2 folders, wow. Never seen
Can't
those
pick
before.
this. Don't have the key.
Wait, what?
It's stuck. Sean?
Oh.
Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
That's
Father,
right.
what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me. Your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help
Oh
me!
my gosh.
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
They've brainwashed him with their
Sean.
nonsense.
S923, recall code Cirrus.
Oh
Fascinating,
my
but
god.
disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand.
Uh-huh.
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you're emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught
What did you
with
do to my
challenges.
son?
Let's start anew.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am
Oh my
your son.
gosh.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot.
He's so old.
In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
Oh my goodness.
That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right.
He can't even
they
speak.
Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111.
So we
An
weren't
infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
After what I've seen, I pity the man.
I was thinking about picking the yellow, but I was like,
He
it's
was as
probably
much
gonna
a
fail.
victim as anything.
After what he did to you, I'm shocked you would be so generous. But yes, I understand you've experienced things. Perhaps you ended up knowing him better. I, for one, will never truly forgive him. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan.
Oh,
He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
yeah, definitely mother.
She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Sean, she loved you. So much.
I have no doubt. I'm afraid I have very little experience with those emotions, having lived my life within the Institute. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was
This man
that.
had a hard
With old age
childhood.
comes regret. And asking what if more often. But
Facts.
what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again.
You're
What
so
else can I
old.
say?
I mean, I'm cool. with
ease your
but you're so
mind.
old. We won't have much time.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the
Congratulations.
Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us.
Yeah.
There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
Is all that really necessary? What's there to learn?
For now, it is enough that you understand that the Institute really is devoted to the betterment of humanity. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Yes, that's what
They've
we
all
need.
been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
I have to find the serum.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. May I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
I'll take a look, sure.
Oh my god, what? Plasma? Dude, what? I'm taking that. What? This must be his lab. Okay. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah. Oh, that's definitely not creepy. Oh. Oh no, I hate this, bro.
Redetected.
Oh! I love the way this gun sounds. Oh, don't get blasted! Don't get blasted! No. Oh, he's ready. To the bottom. Yeah. Love this gun. Ooh, man, if I would have forgot to do that, man. Checked it. There we go. Okay, so that objective is done. Now I'm about to get this serum that Virgil needs. Is this it? Ah! That was easy. Original animals that are not mutated.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by
Oh,
your reaction,
dang it.
we've done a good job making...
It's
Excuse
my
me, Doctor.
responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking,
I'm not a
what
quitter.
was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work
Jesus.
we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
No.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Goodbye, then.
No. Jump down. Oh yeah.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Ah, here we
Dr.
go.
Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Was it a project?
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts you. So should you.
You're wasting your breath.
Dang it.
I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
I wish there was something I could say that would convince you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take
Didn't she already say
control.
that?
I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
Yeah, she did. What?
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me?
For real?
Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you
I'm
get
not
me
even
the
lying.
evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about.
What
Deal?
do you mean?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the
I've
lab
already
itself
been
has
in
been
there.
sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell
I've
you to be
literally done
quiet
that before
about
I came
it,
to you.
but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to
Oh,
be
dang
given
it.
full access, with the ability to relay
Oh,
in and
never
out
mind.
of the Institute
I'm cool with
at
that.
will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance
you.
is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Don't I have something though? Don't you want to see what I had? Picked
Doctor,
up a serum.
I thought I was clear. Bring me the evidence, and I'll consider returning to the Brotherhood.
what sort of evidence should I look for?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need your help. Look for Virgil's notes or his personal recordings. Anything that can shed some light on what happened. Now get to it, before I change my mind about the whole thing.
You are a person. Let me just say that. You are a person. I could have picked that up the whole time. No, I don't want to get on here. I didn't even see it. That was my fault. I could have. I know,
Right
Dr. Lee. I got the evidence you wanted.
Dr. Lee.
Took you long enough to find that evidence.
I was
Let me
gone
see
for
what
like
you've got.
2 minutes.
I'm afraid it's bad news.
Since when do you know what I consider bad news? Just let me hear it.
I really, I would put a nice cap
Make sure the whole program is shut down.
into your head.
If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
No matter how badly it hurts, you needed to hear the truth.
And for that, I thank you. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Let's go. Alright, let's go meet the others in this sciences.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his
Scanning.
office, does he?
Subject
Well, you can tell him
identified.
that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging me
Always
on
be
the
vigilant.
targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Excuse me.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin
They
Ayo,
talk too much.
Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface.
Yep,
Coursers
fought
hunt
one of those
down
before.
and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no no stranger to combat.
Even so, a courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
I can now fast travel to and from the
Father's work has
Institute.
been a real inspiration.
Let's go. Alright.
Greetings, sir.
Alright. We finally done made it to the Institute. Man. I mean, what, we're only 16 episodes in? Oh yeah, that wasn't that long. But yeah, this was pretty dope. You know, mission. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please, please, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Shows me that you guys like the videos and all that stuff, and like me. I do have to do, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.